What?
Years.
Oh,
Shut
my
up.
God.
Cut. Time out.
Oh my God.
Year. Year. And so this unspoken feeling, like a kitten in the pound. Come to London, chop it up with the man them, chop it up with the cow them.
Skate mates chopping it up. Skate mates chopping it up. Skate mates chopping it up. Rolling to the London scene.
I'm Rollerouge, and we're chopping it up.
All right, so what's going on, guys? My name is Tori.
What's going on?
And this is...
Rodney.
We haven't done this in a minute,
Yeah, it's
so
been a while.
Forgive us.
Forgive us.
We are Skate Mates, and this is Chopping It Up. We are here with Rollerouge. He's in the building. He's in the building.
In an international
Rouge.
superstar.
Basically. What do you prefer, Rollerouge or Rouge? Or
I prefer Rouge with people that, like, I've met.
okay.
But if people I met call me Rollerouge, it feels weird. Like, when people are like, oh, Rollerouge, like that. But I like Rouge. Like, that's...
Rouge.
Once we're on, like, a certain basis, I prefer Rouge.
Okay, cool. Rouge.
But my name is Jared.
Jared.
Okay.
That's where the Rouge comes from, because my name is Jared, Jared.
Red and red is
Red
Rouge.
is Rouge in French.
Yeah.
I had a friend in Montreal when we were in middle school. She transferred to Ontario, where I am, and she called me Jared Rouge. I was like,
because it's red.
I was like, I like that, and then that was my nickname for the longest time. And then when I started skating, everyone had their like skate names. I'm like, the first name that popped into my head, like first second, I was like Rollerouge, and I didn't want it to be two words. I wanted it to be like just fluent.
Yeah.
I feel like it literally rolls off the tongue, and that's why I like
told
the
you,
name.
skate name, man. You need a skate name.
I'm not. I don't know about.
You need to give her a skate name, Rudy.
I don't know about skating.
She needs
Can't I just be called Tori?
No,
Like,
man. That's no. You need
Lane.
what's your skate name?
Lane.
You've seen it.
What's your skate name?
Smallville. So it's fine.
No one calls you Smallville, bro.
Octavian does, so it's fine.
One person calls you
person,
Smallville.
That's all right.
I've known this guy since February. No one has ever called him Smallville. So
has like 4 times, so it's fine.
once times I've heard him say
Once
it.
time.
Once
Sipping
time.
tea.
All right, so before we get into it, this podcast is obviously called Chopping It Up, and we are Skate Mates. And this podcast is all about oh my God, it's written on the back of my t-shirt. What does it say on the back of my t-shirt?
I'll do it in my narrator voice.
Go for it. Go for it.
Skate Mates presents Choppin' It Up podcast, talking about all things London roller skate scene related, past, present, and future, with an aim to archive the scene as far back as we can go.
There you go.
Wicked.
Shouts you. Thank you for that. All right, where do we want to start? Okay, first of all, we'll start with what's present and we'll go kind of backwards. So currently you are here in London with us.
I am.
Blessing us with your presence.
I
Thank you
didn't
very
know.
much.
I didn't know.
How long have you
still
been?
hits me. It's
How
still
long have you
hitting
been
me.
here before?
I've never been here.
You've never been here before. This is your first
This
time.
is my first time.
And when did you get here? How many days have you been here?
I got here on the 4th. I left Canada on the 3rd, overnight, landed on the 4th, and got straight to it.
So you've been here for 7 days?
Yeah.
7 days. How have you found it?
Y'all are treating me like a king, honestly.
I mean, you are a king, so.
It's great, man. Let me put my crown. I dropped it.
So how's it been traveling? How's the skate scene been? Just talk us through like your experiences so far.
Traveling, I feel like it has enriched skating for me so much more, because you get to experience the different styles, the different cultures, the different music, different food. And it's at the point where, like, I see so many skaters that love to travel. Like, people in general love to travel, but skaters, they'll spend their lives to travel because they truly enjoy it. And, like, it's become synonymous with skating. Like, you need to travel to skate. If you're not, you don't really get to fully experience it.
Yeah.
And for me, I've seen people, like, in the States where, like, every weekend they're driving, like, 3-4 hours to get to a rink. Like, and that's just regular.
Yeah.
Because they can't go to their local rink or something, or the music or whatever, and they like a certain place. They're willing to just bust money on gas.
Basically.
Makes sense though, man.
To get where they want to be. And like that is something that, like, you see the passion in it. And that's why I hate when people call it a hobby. Because it's not a hobby.
Is that? It's basically a lifestyle.
Hobby to me is a belittling word. Like hobby is tiny.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say
yeah.
someone like that's a hobby.
Hobby.
Like, oh, I knit. Like,
I actually do knit.
She knits.
oh, no offense to the knitters.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's
And
cool.
People probably
No,
gonna
but
be like, oh,
God
that's
damn, fuck that guy, man.
not a
Fuck
hobby.
that guy.
That's not a hobby.
Innit?
he's a knitter.
He's a knitter.
No, but knitting to me is a hobby. Like actually, like I do it every so often.
Outside-
Yeah, but if
I
they
get
paid
it.
you to get, if
Outside
they
of the
paid you
thing-
to knit,
outside of the thing, everyone else sees it as a hobby.
Of
But
course, yeah,
When
yeah.
you're inside of it,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
you see it when you're passionate about it,
Yeah.
then it's offensive.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
to you.
Yeah, because you're making it sound like some little thing I do on the side when it's
Yeah.
like this is my life, innit?
People are like, "Oh, you're still roller skating," and I'm like, "You still don't know what you're doing with your life. You're still not
Wow.
happy." Like,
real.
I'm happy doing what I do.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love roller skating. I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
I've made a profession out of that.
Yeah.
Right,
passion.
you're making a living from it, and that's what's
I
important.
have not worked legally in 2 years. Well, now,
There you go.
Now I'm like making it all like legit and like starting a company where I actually starting an entertainment company.
Okay.
Nice.
Because I want to do for other skaters in my area what I've done for myself. Because I kind of have pioneered this route because it's not really existent. And so I've gotten gigs. I work at a couple bars. Like literally skating, I perform, or they just want me to just interact, doing what I would normally do for free, and music videos. I did a commercial.
Gonna make your mic, sorry.
Doing a bunch of random things that pop up for skating. Make it however I can, and just enjoying it. It's risky and living on the edge, but
It's worth the risk.
what's the risk?
I've built like connections, and now I'm connected with like I do bar mitzvahs.
Swear.
What?
I like.
So right? So in my mind, how a bar mitzvah is, what do you do? Just skate around the bar mitzvah, yeah?
I just skate around the bar mitzvah. They'll have you like serve. They'll have you do segments where you perform or just literally just
okay.
interact.
Okay.
You are
Bar
basically the
mitzvahs
booked
have, like,
entertainment.
Yeah.
They have money.
Of course, they got peace.
Yeah.
They got money. I'll be like, yo, this is a bat mitzvah or bar mitzvah, like, and this is costing more than most people's weddings.
Wedding, yeah.
It's mad.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's good to know, though. I'm happy for you, man. I'm glad that
Yeah.
you can. I'm glad that skating's at that pinnacle where people can actually make a living from it, and you can do it. You can wake up and this is what I'm doing today, and you getting money. Like
It's not easy, but
it's not.
it is worth it. It
Yeah.
is worth it. For me, specifically, it's worth it because I'm happy.
yeah,
When I'm working, I'm happy.
Yeah.
When I'm playing, I'm happy.
yeah,
And
That's
I get
what's
to
up,
create. I get to, and it's given me so much freedom.
yeah.
Yeah.
I booked this trip
because you
a
can.
month ago.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Because you can.
I was in Spain like a few months back because I can.
Yeah.
I go to skate parties in the States. I'll randomly drive to Buffalo on the weekends
because you can.
I can.
You got the freedom to do
I
that.
don't have to be like, oh, I gotta
Got to
call
book
in
time
or
of work. Yeah.
No one. I truly like skating changed my perspective on life. I used to look at people that do what I do, like that save up money then travel, and then save up money then travel, and I'm just like, you're not building anything. Now I see it differently, where I value experiences. I value these moments over saving money. For what?
For something that you just not even.
For the future,
The
like
f-
the
the
future
thing.
isn't guaranteed.
That's true.
You can save all the money you want and still
Yeah.
not be.
How old
where
are you?
you
if you
wanna
don't mind
be.
me asking?
How do I look?
Like,
Some
How old do
people-
you look and how old do you act and how
right,
old do you
so
skate?
I'm gonna go on how old you,
How do I look? How old do I act? And how old do I
So
skate?
just in speaking to you, you sound like a wise old man in it. But I think, me personally, you're no older than 28. Yeah,
I was gonna say
you're no
28.
older than 28.
Yeah.
But you could easily pass as someone maybe early 30s. But I think you're no older than 28.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you speak from someone who's in their mid 30s, but you're not in your mid 30s.
Yeah.
I feel like your journey in life, and especially in some skating, has given you a certain perspective, which is making you a little bit more wise.
Wiser, for sure.
But I still think you're like no older than 28.
How old do I skate?
You skate like you have two skate things
Yeah,
in
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
I feel like you skate like, this is the first time I've done this and I freaking love it. That's the energy that you have.
Yeah.
But also you have like, I've got skills, I've got base, I've got, foundation.
Skills to pay the bills.
There you go. So you've got that too, but you literally skate like you discovered it last week. Like every time you skate, it's like
passionate.
you
Yeah,
discovered
yeah,
it last
yeah.
week and this is
Because
amazing.
I literally every time I skate, I'm discovering
Something different.
Something new.
discovering more about me. I'm discovering more about the people around me. It's always like a constant like
Growth.
just I always feel like I'm growing, and even when I don't feel like I'm drastically growing, I'm still enjoying it because I'm able to express myself.
Yeah.
freely.
And
And that's what I love about it.
we
But
see you. We actually see you like when you skate, I guess more so than anything. Like we've seen you skate, but seeing you skate in real life, I'm like, yeah, this guy. I'm smiling watching you skate.
And that is the
Yeah.
thing I love so much. Like
Like-
the fact that my joy, when your joy can give other people
people
joy,
Yeah.
it's literally just like I'm already happy regardless. I don't give a
Yeah.
Gucci gang.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm already happy regardless. But if other people are happy, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
You're winning.
Like, this
You've won.
life is good.
Yeah.
Because we only see you on like a 30-second reel. So
Yeah.
and the outtake that I don't see what you've done before that,
or
after
after
that. So I'm only seeing that. So me seeing you in real life
real
and watching
life.
you skate, and just by you watching people watching the way you interact with other people
Yeah.
and people interact with you and the smiles that you have on your face, like I can see that it's something that you 100% thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah.
And that brings joy to other people.
100.
I definitely do.
You see what I'm saying?
And I'm 27 by the way.
Okay.
There you
That's
go.
close, yeah. I was waiting to see if he's gonna come back to that.
Yeah,
My brain was like, let me see if he's gonna even see it.
27.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long
Young,
have
but,
you been skating for?
I started in 2020 in the pandemic.
What?
2 years.
Oh,
Shut up. Cut. Time out. Time
Oh
out. Time
my
out.
God.
Shut up.
Everyone thinks I've been skating my whole life.
Yeah.
I literally just started.
Shut up.
No.
So when you
freaking-
say I skate like I just discovered it, I just discovered it.
No, I'm
Fuck
genuinely.
me with a stick. Are you
I'm-
fucking serious?
I'm genuinely like, what?
What?
Somebody get a stick.
What?
It's crazy. I know.
Can I just say, yeah, side note?
But
Go on.
mind you, I did skate every single day.
Hey,
I was about to say that.
yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
about to
For
say
the
that.
first year, for the
That's-
first
that's
2
it.
years, damn near, I was like,
Every damn
now I
100%.
skate like back home. My regular schedule is like I work on like Wednesday and then Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah,
But I don't go every Thursday to Sunday. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just 2 times a weekend. Sometimes it's one.
Yeah,
But the first 2 years, damn near, I skated every day.
That's
First year for sure every day.
Yeah.
Second year like every other day.
Yeah.
I literally would like one day of not skating and I'm like
itching.
Yeah, itching. That's crazy.
skate.
I did not
I would
expect
never
you to
get
say
yeah,
that.
Nah.
Not many people.
I thought he was
do.
gonna say like
Only
2000.
people that have been on the journey the whole time know.
Would
Like
know.
I haven't been skating that
I thought he was
long.
gonna say I started skating at 20. When you was like 20, I was like, oh, so you started at 20.
yeah.
We said 2020. I was like, the year? What?
Yeah.
Year 2020.
Yeah, I had to carry
That's
the one.
Year
I'm like,
of our Lord.
That's
2020.
crazy.
That's mad.
All right, so my question to you is
Yeah.
why did you start? Why? Like, why did you start skating? You said it's not a scene, right? There's not a scene, right? Where you are.
This is the magic in skating. So I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys.
Yeah.
I ran track for 15 years.
Okay.
I was an Olympic level athlete, a long jumper. The 4th best long jumper in Canadian history.
Wow.
The 3rd best long jumper in my university history. I went to University of Houston. And so I started when I was 10. I had my whole life mapped out. And this is why who I am now surprises people that knew me before
Right.
because I'm completely different. I've like evolved, I'd say. It was my metamorphosis. But I had everything mapped out. Get these records, get this, go to this meet, do that. Get a scholarship at a school in the States. I got a full ride scholarship to the University of Houston. Got my degree in psychology, minor in business administration. Have tons of accomplishments, meets, records. My furthest long jump is 8 meters, 14 centimeters,
Wow.
which is 6 centimeters off the Canadian record.
Okay.
Wow.
Like literally, like just. But I stopped after skating. Once I started skating, well, there was like a overlap of a year and a half where I
Okay.
was doing both.
Mm-hmm.
But long story short, my whole life I've been a student athlete, like student athlete since I was 10. And once I graduated college, university, because in the States it's like
Yeah.
But once I graduated, I lost the student part. And so
Oh,
that's,
yeah,
that's half
okay.
of me gone.
Yeah.
And this is where I tell people, don't be what you do. You're more than what you do.
100.
More than you are a complex human being. If we like to boil things down to simplify them, but you can't do that with a human being.
No.
Because we're complex. We can like multiple things. We can
100%.
like there's
100%.
so
I
much
say that all the time.
in this world to just be
One thing.
an electrician your whole life, and
Yeah.
that's your entire life. Like,
Yeah.
and
Say
so
that too.
once I lost the student part, then I was still training in Houston because I had connections and like I was funded by the government. So I've never really worked, to be honest. But my work was unorthodox because my work is my training.
Yeah.
I'm training hard as hell so I can get these medals for
Right.
this country, so
Right,
I can
right.
get sponsorships, all that stuff. So I was making like $2,000 a month from the Canadian government just to train. So that gave me a lot of freedom. Still with my parents.
Yeah.
So like if I needed stuff, like, I had that backbone. But I was in the States, fully self-sufficient, just training. And when COVID hit, they basically it ruined everything. Like it switched the world. The Canadian Olympic Committee, the COC, messaged all their athletes that are funded outside of the country, and they're like, we can't be liable for any of our athletes getting COVID because in the States, medical bills are
Ridiculous.
ridiculous. You take a ride in an ambulance. How much do you think that's gonna cost you?
It's like
Thousands, isn't it?
It's $3,000.
Thousands, yeah.
I'm a crawl to the hospital.
That's why some people literally will take Ubers.
Yeah, or
Like,
drive or whatever.
You get shot and
Someone-
you're like, yo, let me take a Uber. Take a Uber, but it's
That's
crazy.
wild,
It's
yo.
wild.
That's
How much do you think it is to have a baby?
I
know
know
that's expensive.
I know that's
I know
because
that's
especially depends on how many
It'll
nights
run-
you stay.
It'll run you like 16 grand.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I ain't never having sex if I'm married. I'm not. It's not
Not
happening.
having a kid.
And so how the motherfuckers that's got like 13 kids? How the fuck do they do it?
I'm
They've
like, how
got
do you
some
afford
they
that?
got some crazy debt.
Crazy. But anyways.
Crazy debt.
back
Oh, so I
to
don't
where
have to.
was.
Sorry, I don't have to push out the baby and then give them the money.
No, you just go in debt. It just goes on your
Just
thing,
go-
innit?
yeah,
You owe
they
the
just
money.
charge you, and then they'll keep sending you like
Yeah,
Reminder.
yeah. Or you have to pay
and
the
it'll
payment
ruin
plan
your
or
credit
whatever.
if you don't
Yeah,
pay shit.
it's dumb. It's dumb.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
This is why people come here to have babies.
Makes sense.
They get their kids born here. But anyway, sorry. Your story. Go for
Oh,
it.
good. No, it's not. I'm joking. The COC, the Canadian Olympic Committee, said they couldn't be liable for us. So my options were to stay in the States, but with no funding, and I don't have a work permit, so I have no way of making income,
money.
or go home. Going home didn't seem so bad at first because I was like, okay, I'll go home, see my family, I'll train, like because I barely went home. Because even when I did go home, it was for meets.
Yeah.
And like I traveled during the summers to do meets and stuff. But I went home, then another tier of COVID. Just it reached another level and everything was shut down. The highest level. So I couldn't even train. And at that time it's winter. So it's like I can't even go outside.
Yeah.
I can't do shit. And I had to do my 2 weeks of quarantine. I'm stuck in the house. The first time in my life, I'm like not moving.
Have to stay still.
And I didn't know how to manage. Like I'm just like, who am I? Like what am I? What do I do?
Yeah.
Where do I go from here? How do I move forward? With all the unsurety of the pandemic, it's just like I don't know how long this is gonna last. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I was in talks with Nike and Red Bull to get sponsorships, and like all that's just
gone.
wiped away. They're not gonna take new athletes when the Olympics is postponed. I had a friend that literally was signed with Nike, and part of his contract was he had to make the Olympics. But he didn't make the Olympics because there was no Olympics to make, and they cut him for that. And that just shows like the corporate entities, how they move like that. And it's crazy. But that's where my headspace was. I went in my garage a week and a half into my quarantine. Found my dad's old roller skates. Hard ass
crazy.
wheels.
This is crazy.
The street is salty, icy, cold. I had my thick ass like Eskimo coat on, put some headphones on, and was just skating in the street. And like the feeling it gave me, the endorphins, the dopamine. I'm athletic, so it's like it didn't take me long to get my balance. But I look back at old videos and old stuff, and I'm just like, I was a wild boy, no control. Like I thought I was doing. You know when you look back at old shit, like I thought I was doing something. No, I was not.
I was not.
But like I still enjoyed it then,
Yeah.
I enjoy it now as just as much, if not more. And that was a pivotal moment where I was like, I love how this makes me feel. It was the first time in my life where like I say like I love how this makes me feel.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I love that I feel like more of myself.
Yeah.
And feel the ability to like get the pen on paper, get the thoughts out there, like express and like exude that energy. And that was something that was really important to me. At this time, I was still training. And
Oh, so you were still
skating.
trained? Okay.
So I was doing now my energy level makes sense. People are like, how does this guy keep going? I was literally waking up, going to training, doing Olympic level training for 2 hours, take an hour break for lunch, an hour lift, and then go home. Someone hit me up, let's go to the rink. I'm like, okay. Spend 3 to 5 hours at the rink.
Crazy.
Skating like a madman.
Crazy.
And like, I was doing that for especially the first year of skating. I was doing that and I skated every day. I didn't miss a day. There was days where it was like 30 minutes, and then there was days where it was like 15 hours. And like, I look back and I don't know how I did it. By the grace of God, I don't know.
But passion and
yeah,
excitement.
I was fueled
and
by
like,
the passion and just the love for it. And the reason I started content creating was because early on when I started skating, the man is watching. So you start thinking about something, you start talking about something, you start seeing ads everywhere. You start seeing it on your feed everywhere. I see skating everywhere. I see everyone doing this 365 challenge. I'm like, and my competitive self, I'm like, I can do that. And I can do it better. So I did it better. And I started making content. And I remember like 30-something days in, I think it was my day 36, where I skated with my dad and like made a cute video to
That's
just
so
like
nice.
show the Father's Day. And like, I gave him a pair of my skates. We skated, made a video about it. It did well. Got a lot of shares, and like people just loved that. And then that was the first time like my page really started gaining traction, that I didn't understand where these people are coming from.
Right.
And it was mainly on TikTok, and then I transitioned to Instagram. But that first year, I was just skating like crazy, creating like crazy. And the creation part adds another aspect to it. I wasn't
100%.
sleeping.
You was up editing, weren't
After
you?
I get back from the rink, I'm editing videos from that day because I had to post daily. So it's like that day I edit, and then the next day I post
It goes up, yeah.
There was no like waiting.
there's no
There was a
break.
time when I broke my phone and I didn't have a phone for a week.
Oh my God.
My best friend let me use her phone
That's so
to
cute.
edit.
That's so nice.
And
Yeah.
Does she
Yeah.
skate?
yeah, she skates.
Does your parents still skate? Or your dad still skate?
My dad skates occasionally. I've been trying to get my mom to skate. My siblings all skate. But yeah,
come from a family
I
of
was
skaters.
skating, I was training, and I was creating.
That's amazing.
And I got to a point now where I'm like, okay, like they're taking away from each other because I'm tired from training and I'm tired from skating. I'm just tired.
Something's got to give.
And I'm like, something's got to give. I'm like, I can't. This isn't sustainable long term. I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
And then I just had to weigh my options. Track, what I'm used to,
What people
what
know
I'm
you
good
for.
at, what people know me as. Skating, what's new. People are starting to recognize me for it. I'm getting support that I've never seen,
seen
unprecedented amount of support and opportunity, that literally financial opportunity. Like my first year, I got a sponsorship with one of the skate companies
Oh, dope.
that I don't really associate with now, but Moonlight. And I made money off of it. Especially, I call it a skate drought. Because when there was a skate drought, you couldn't get skates. You couldn't find skates because they were all
so mad.
And like with COVID, it messed with all the logistics with shipping and all that
Yeah,
stuff. People
everything.
waiting ridiculous amount of time for their skates.
yeah.
But when a new brand came up and they had stock, people were using my promo code like
Yeah.
water. I didn't even need to push it,
That's amazing.
and it was fairly lucrative.
Yeah.
And that those opportunities added to it, and then I'm just like, okay, I love skating. I don't really like. I look deep in myself, and I'm like, I don't really love track. I love that I'm good at it. I love winning.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I love traveling. I love gear. I love the fit baddies, the track booties, the donks, the bundas.
The bundas.
The bundas.
Bunda.
There's some bundas out here
Yeah, no, for sure.
in London.
Yeah, I know. I see them harassing your flippers, bro. I see them, bro. Harassing you, bro. I see them, bro.
Emphasis on
bro,
the
harassing,
ass.
bro. I saw one. You know, I saw one girl. She was sweating you. I've looked at you. You've looked at me. I said, as long as me and you, we both made eye contact, bro. Code. I was, bro. Do your thing. I'm out. I just, crazy.
It's all love out here.
Yeah. So speaking of flippers, how are you enjoying the flipping experience? Like
The flipper experience, I've been, in this short amount of time, I've been to a lot of places. The energy of the flippers like opening, insane. What Liberty and Kai and Dev and the whole flippers team, I won't just give credit to just one person, but the whole,
all of them.
it took all the cogs, it took all the working parts
for sure.
to make it what it was.
Exactly.
And it was amazing.
Because then people had to be the people that they are to get for it to just
To be
even
what it
blossom
is.
to what it is.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
if
The level, I don't think like people realize the level of what just happened.
No.
Yeah, we was talking about.
We
it
was
the other
yeah,
day,
he was talking about in the car like people
Having a space like that in a major city,
yeah.
having all the details where across
Yeah.
the street you have a projector on the other building projecting
Projecting
the
onto
Flippers
yeah,
logo
it's
onto-
wild.
People don't see
that,
that.
yeah.
Liberty is I
Yeah.
say she's a genius.
She's a G.
sure.
She's
Absolute
a genius.
G.
I've been there every day since. Like and
Yeah.
when I first went there, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I'm from the streets, innit? We skate in car parks and streets. So I'm
Yeah.
a street skater. So my first time, I'm like, this is cool. I like the vibe. It was cool. You see, the second day when I went back, I was like, nah, this is sick. You see, the third day when I went back, I'm like, nah, yo, this here, I'm here all the time.
mad.
Like,
It's
it's
mad.
crazy.
It is
And
mad.
I fucking respect it, and I fucking love it. That we have it.
Like
We have
the
it.
details, not one,
Yeah.
but 2 bars.
Yeah.
They have like this
Yeah.
sparkling water dispenser. I was drinking sparkling water.
I didn't even know they even had
Bougie
that.
as hell. Bougie as hell.
Everything was done with intention.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can see that everything is done with
It was
intent.
well thought out, man.
It wasn't like, we're just gonna flick the tape. It's like,
Yeah.
no, everything is done with intent. Like the lockers, the upstairs bar, the downstairs down a bit, like the floor that's imported from Canada, or like, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. It's like it was so
sitting on a
intentional.
Canadian floor.
Yeah. It was all done with intention. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you can actually see that once you go regularly. Like, you
you
realize
see,
the
yeah.
ease of
The
it. You're
lighting,
like,
the
oh,
lighting, the
the
lighting,
lighting.
the lighting,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lighting.
Can we
the
talk about the
lighting,
lighting, please?
The LED screens they got
That's,
about
that's concert
Yo, how
lighting, you
much-
know.
the cost.
The
That's what
cost,
I'm like,
boy.
this
Boy.
is some serious money.
Real.
But one aspect I really love, and I talked with Liberty about this. I asked her, I was like, "So where's the disco ball?" She's like, "She doesn't want a disco ball because she doesn't."
It's not a roller disco.
She wants, it's not a roller disco.
It's not.
She wants to evolve. And
Yes.
she's looking at the future and not
Yes.
the past. And I
Elevation.
get paying homage to skating, but at the end of the day, there's this connotation with skating that you only skate to funk and disco.
Yeah. Nah.
Skating is one thing in people's minds that just
Yeah.
is stuck in this time capsule that hasn't evolved. And I'm like, it has evolved.
Yeah.
We skate to different music. You
Yeah.
can skate to whatever music you
Different types,
like.
different
Yeah.
vibe,
You can skate
Yeah.
any style you like. And I personally don't believe in skating a style. I believe you are the
You
style.
just do. Yeah.
Like you may chop.
Yeah.
But how
But
you
everyone
chop-
chops
see,
different.
How
everyone
you
chop-
chop,
yeah.
Yeah,
like you
everyone
had
chops
your
different.
own little flavor and swag
Yeah.
to it. Like, and that's the important part of it. But when she said that, it like,
Made sense.
because you'd expect a place like that to have the
Yeah,
grandest,
old school, disco,
the grandest disco ball in all
low key
of
cheesy.
Europe.
I'm not gonna lie. That sounds.
It's
Me picturing that in my head is low key
Like,
cheesy.
nah, it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
it doesn't make
The
sense.
thing
Now
is-
I'm experiencing
the
it.
thing is, I feel like American and UK, like especially the roller skating scene, has been very different. I think for us, like the roller skate scene has been quite underground for a very, very, very long time. It wasn't until COVID happened that so many thousands of people started skating, and it kind of elevated it. Because I've been skating since 2008, right? So we had the roller rink. It's not a rink anymore, but we had a roller rink, and there was 2 rooms. And I tell you, until I started skating with the group that I skated with, I didn't know there were 2 rooms. So there's one room which was the roller disco, you know, like all the little, you know, like, literally. And then the back room was hip hop, R&B, like, and I was like, oh my. We're talking about 2009, and I'm like, oh my days, I didn't even know, because I was like, oh, why are you playing all these songs, man? I want to hear like hip hop, R&B. I want to hear like, do you know what I mean? Some like
One thing I despise.
Yeah, Vauxhall. Yeah, that was in Vauxhall. So it has come a long way, and for flippers to like bring that to like a main. Do you know what I mean? Because if you skated back in the day in Vauxhall, like you would know, but most people don't. Most skaters that skate now don't know nothing about that. The venue was gone before they started skating, so they don't know anything about it. Do you know what I mean? So for them now, I'm like, yeah, this is actually what it is, but on a grander scale. Like everyone can see it. We're in a time where social media and thing is out in it. So the amount of people that messaged me was like, oh my days, Tori, like what is this? I was like, right, like, do you know what I mean? Like they're like, what even is this? And the vibe, the skaters, everyone coming together, like
visibility,
the energy. It's like
now skating has so much more visibility.
Yeah,
I tell people, like, I tell skaters, the reason I don't say it died, because it never died, but the reason it depleted was because they're not spreading it.
Yeah.
You're maintaining it.
Yeah.
Skaters see skaters in the rink, and that's it. People aren't inspired in those spaces usually as much. Like some people that go to a rink occasionally.
Yeah.
Once COVID hit, it forced everyone outside.
Yeah, literally outside.
Literally visibility. When you see someone whiz by on the street, chopping it up. And
that is this guy. The amount of people that said, "Oh, I saw some guy," I was like, "Yeah, it's Rodney." Yeah. Oh, I saw some guy on skate. Yeah, it's Rodney, because he skates to work and skates back
daily. So I skate daily.
Every day.
I skate daily. Yeah, all the time.
You got it.
It's just
it's crazy.
I just have to like. For me, like there can't be like if I don't skate, I'm just like something's missing from my day.
I'm sad.
Yeah, something's missing from my day.
Sorry.
So yeah, so even sometimes I wake up and the floor's wet, and I'm just like, but how wet is it? Can I make it happen?
Brought to you in part by Banana Cake.
You know what I mean? Like,
like I told her, I was just like, yo, I just don't skate. I'm just itching. Like I'm a fiend for it.
have you done the street skate since you've been?
I'm doing one today with Nana's.
Oh
No.
Oh yeah, because I thought we meant. What time is it?
I don't know. Oh, what time is the skate? It's in the evening.
Okay. Yeah, no, Nana's a good guy, man. I fucking love him.
We love Nana.
Nana's energy is just like
on point.
There's so many people out here that just like I connect with. Like even barely sharing words. When you skate with someone and you never even said a word to them, and it just feels like I've known this person my whole life. That's the thing that's like fairly constant in the skate community, that I meet so many people that like we're here. We're here, and it's this unspoken feeling. And you see, when someone's talking about skating, I love watching people talk about skating that love it. Because then you're just like,
oh yeah,
they get it.
Yeah.
You know that Disney movie? What's that Disney movie with Soul?
So
Where it talks about like your calling and like when you're in the zone. That's skating for us. Like we skate and we feel that like sense of oneness with the universe.
Yeah,
grand.
It literally is that
feeling.
Like you go in, like I feel like you go into well, specifically talking about flippers, but you go into the flippers, the one that's in London in White City, just plug. You go in there and like everybody gets it. Yeah. Even if they're new. Yeah, they like, get it. Yeah. I met a girl the other day and we had this, I was like, oh, you got 10 colour hair, toppers in my hair, whatever. And she's like, I've been skating for a week. And I was like, what? Like, you don't even look like you've been skating for, like, what? Like, it was, it's like like you said, like an unspoken, like, everybody kind of just gets it. You're kind of just saying, like, okay, cool. It doesn't matter if it's skating for like a week.
You can tell people that are there just one time and like on a cute little date,
they're gonna be home in an hour,
or people that are like, okay, they're gonna be here as much as possible.
You're gonna see them all the time. Yeah,
I like meeting people for the first time. Let's say about a couple months ago, and then me seeing them now, and like, oh, you're still doing it.
Yeah,
cool. You're about this life.
You're really here.
You're about this life.
You're
about this life. You see what I'm saying? Like
at my rink, that's what it was. Like when I first started coming, they see this crazy guy. In their space where I call them merry-go-rounders because they just merrily go around. Yeah. Bopping. Yeah. With the Caucasians, you know. Going around 40 years listening to the same music. Yeah. Same people, same. And then there comes this crazy black guy swerving in their lane, almost tripping them up. And they're like, okay, like, you need skate etiquette. Like, that's not how you skate. That's not what skating is. And I'm like, skating for me is whatever I want it to be.
100%.
But then once I started getting recognition, once they start seeing me travel, once they start seeing me partake in the culture and like give back, and I started running the social media for my local rink. That's one of my Like all my hustles are just skate related.
That's smart.
So with that, I'll explain after. But they basically accepted me, and like once they seen like, okay, I'm seeing him everywhere. Then they see me skating with their favorite skaters. Then they see me in London. Then they see me in Spain. Then they see me in San Diego, in California, in Chicago, in all these places I've been just this year.
That's amazing.
Mad.
You've had a good year.
That's amazing.
Amazing year. Like I've lived a life that like I see on TV or I see on social media, and I'm jealous of.
Yeah.
You know, that type of stuff. And like,
and now it's you. Now it's your life.
I'm happy, and I'm not rich by
Yeah,
any means.
But I mean, you're rich in the
in
experiences.
Yeah. And especially with the memories that you leave other people, because you touch, like even like I said, you being here, you've touched so many people that I've seen people's stories and their timelines, bro. It's just all you.
Yeah, literally.
It's just brrr, it's just all you.
I have this effect that like I've really leaned into that just comes naturally to me. This is what
You're
I
a people
am,
person.
who I am. And like I was in San Diego, and a skater out there said a word that just really resonated with me. She said, "You're a world giver." Oh. She's like, a lot of people can be givers, but it takes a different level of person to give to the world.
Yeah.
Like, I just naturally feel compelled to give to the world of the skate community. Like, I love this shit. I love traveling. I love going to places and teaching people, learning from people, and connecting with people, inspiring people. I want to inspire. I don't want to motivate. Motivation is temporary.
Yeah.
And it's based on something. You have an anchor with motivation. I can motivate you now. I can talk you into being motivated. But as soon as we leave this
It's
podcast,
gonna be gone.
it could die. But if I inspire you, that's something internal and intrinsic.
It lives with you
where
forever.
That's the transition where motivation becomes your own. And it's like it's intrinsically wired into you. Like, I'm inspired. When you're inspired, that's a lifetime. Like,
100.
It's not going nowhere.
and that's what I like to do for people, and that feeling. But in terms of the rink, I was going to say, I reached out to him and basically said, like, I make content. I can make content for the rink and run the page and do all that. I'll do it for free.
Oh, okay.
Just let me
What's the
skate.
catch? Yeah. You're a G.
Let me skate and give me one icy. Icy is like the frozen
Okay.
Oh, okay.
icy thing that they
Like a
have.
slushie.
Yeah, it's like a slushie. I was like, let me skate for free, give me one icy. And give me a few months and see what I do.
I respect it.
In 3 months, the TikTok had 20,000.
Whoa.
The Instagram had 3,000.
Whoa.
And he started seeing numbers, started seeing a lot of new people. There's a video that literally went viral and was on 3 news stations. And I was like, do you
That's
see
what
what
I
I was
do?
saying? That's what I do. And then he's like, okay. Then he started paying me.
Love that.
So now I'm paid by that. I'm getting paid to be away,
To
because
be-
I have so much content that
You can
I
just
don't
do it
need
while
to
you're
be
at-
there to post on it, or I don't need to be there to check the stories and tags and stuff and like stuff like that.
I respect it.
Well, and
That's dope.
and again with me starting a company, I had 2 skaters do a corporate event on this past Saturday. I got paid for that.
Yeah. That's how you
I'm
elevate, though. That's
I'm not there,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I got
yeah,
paid
yeah.
for that, and like that's something where not everyone wants to do the level I want to do it, and that's okay. And so my friends, when they want to, I'm like, do you want to make some money on the side sometimes to skate? You can't complain. Like you do a corporate event,
skate for a
serve
couple of
some
hours.
food,
Boom.
make $200 for like 2 hours,
Yeah.
easy money.
So
And so stuff like that, it's just like starting to fall into place.
That's
And
dope.
I see the future for it. I want skating to have longevity. I want skating to, it doesn't have to always be at this level, but I want to keep it as close to this level
constant.
or elevate higher as long as possible and not let it get to where it was before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it is funner with more people. When you
It
have
is.
a community, a large community of people that like are on your wavelength, it makes it all the more enjoyable. I loved skating, and then I met the community, and then I loved the community of skating, and then I met bigger the scale
It
just
got wide,
increased as it became
yeah.
global, and
Yeah.
then it's just like I fall in love with skating
Like, I feel like you fall in love every single
every
day.
day, every moment. When I put my skates on, I call them my superpower. People don't know this, but I had a knee surgery and 2 ankle surgeries. And with my 2 ankle surgeries, sometimes my feet ache, like my ankle hurts, and I just like limp. It's never gonna be the same.
Yeah.
So I
Was it skate related? But you had the surgery?
No, it was track. It was before. It was before I stopped, and that's another factor that like pushed me away because I value my mobility, and I was like, I don't want to be 40, 50 with a cane or like thing and like not able to move, and like if I have kids and grandkids, not able to do stuff with them. Like, I value that, so I'm like, I don't want to beat up my body. I'm 23 with 3 surgeries. I don't want to be 30 with 10 surgeries.
Yeah,
like, The rate, that was the rate I was on, and I'm like, I need something that I can have longevity in and I enjoy, and like I get sore from skating, but I still haven't gotten hurt, except my wrists because all the falling, my wrist be aching.
Would you wear wrist guards? No.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Okay, that's good. Safety first, kid.
Forget them.
I get you though, because I'm recovering from a ruptured Achilles. My second time.
Protection.
Use protection, no pun intended, but pun intended also.
Yeah. In every way.
So I've ruptured my Achilles 2 years ago, on my left foot, so I couldn't skate for a year and a bit. And then I came back to skating. I think I was skating for like 9 months, and then I ruptured my other Achilles, but none of it was from skating. So I'm literally in recovery now. So when you said aching, I was like, I know that feeling, man. Because even skating at flippers, it's been amazing. But literally going home, I'm like, my legs are killing me. And everyone's like, you right? I said, I'm literally skating through the pain. Like we're hearing it. It's one night. Like, I'll sit down for half an hour and then I'll come back. Or I'll sit down for 20 minutes and I'll come back. So like.
That Usher, when you sing, that's my knees.
Yeah, literally. Oh my God, it's literally that. But so I get it. Do you know what I mean? You skate, you ache a little bit, but you're like, cool. You do. You get up the next day and you're good, and you skate again. And I feel like is the amount of people that have had injuries. Even when I'm thinking about it,
skates are a drug. How I know skates are a drug. You can be as hurt as ever. As soon as you put them on,
you
don't feel it.
You don't. I literally was saying, like, I don't feel it until I take my skates off.
And then you take it off and you're like,
ouch, instantly.
Yeah.
It's like, it reminds me of Shazam. Like, I'm just a little, like, weak
kid,
and then I put the skates on, I power up. I power up.
I flipping love that. All right, so is there anything London skate scene that you like? I know you talk about shopping and all that stuff.
The melanin. I like the chocolate.
Melanin. Did you know? Okay, at least because I know Canadian America's different. Like, I think a lot of American skaters that I spoke to don't realize that there's black people in London.
I knew there was because London is like Canada and there's black people.
Yeah.
It's just like people think it's all white people. I'm like, no, there's everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
So you're loving the chocolate, sisters specifically, I'm assuming. Other than the Brownins, anything skate related that you like?
I like the rawness.
The rawness.
The rawness of your community is like, get it however you can. Skating in car parks.
Yeah.
Car parks, Vauxhall, Dojo, all them places.
I said Vauxhall.
You lot in the lot, you get me? But like, just the rawness, like. Chopping is such a raw style.
Yeah.
It's such a high energy style. Like I've seen, they have fast backwards in certain places, and like, it's like fast backwards on drugs.
Yeah.
Literally.
Our speed skate is
fast backwards on crack.
It's different.
And I love it. I always loved it. The reason I chop is because I've been training for this very moment.
I saw a post and you was like, since I've seen Rianne go viral, I've been on this chopping thing.
I've been on the chopping journey, yo. I've been, because I ran, so I had forms. So like I would like be on the spot. I before I knew chopping, I called it a treadmill. Okay. Because it was like you're on a treadmill.
Yeah.
And then I learned about chopping, and then I just kind of adjusted that motion.
Yeah.
So then now I like combine the two, where I'll like run on the spot, and then I'll like.
And your form is so on point. Yeah. Like you do it for so long. I'm like, oh my God. There's not one moment where you're like, you're just like straight, but you're like.
I found like an insane amount of balance on skates.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Come to London, chop it up with the man them. Chop it up with the gal them.
Say that into the mic.
come to London, yeah? You, right there. Come to London, chop it up with the man them, chop it up with the girl them, chop it up with the people. You get me? Rouge thing.
Rouge thing. Is there anything you want to say, express? Anything you want to...
I want to express what has been expressed to me. I love London.
Oh, I love that. And the fact
I
that
love you guys, man.
I love the fact you haven't been here before. And to me, it feels
I
like...
feel like I've been here before.
want to say
People
that-
are treating me like I'm a king.
You
I'm
wa-
Boris.
I'll
man.
you get treated better than Boris, I'll tell you that now.
Way better than Boris.
Bro,
My man's a
that's
waste,
not
man,
even...
bro.
Yeah.
Waste.
Get treated better than
a waste,
Edward.
Then yes,
Charles.
then everyone. No, I literally, even when you was like coming here, I was like, why do I feel like you've been here before? Like you've travelled here
Everyone
before.
thinks I've been here
Yeah.
because I'm like so known here that they thought
Yeah.
that's why I'm known here.
Yeah, it's like, Rod, the fact you said you've never been here before, that's amazing. That is literally amazing.
And that's the power of the online space where
Yeah. It brings
can
people
go-
closer together.
I can go to a place I've never been before and be good.
Yeah.
I had a trip to Hawaii. They raised money to fly me out there this year.
That is so nice.
And I was there for 3 weeks, hiking, going to nude beaches, doing backflips, and skating and teaching.
That is
And eating.
amazing.
And just vibing, chilling in the sun.
That is
My
amazing.
best life.
But I think you are literally an inspiration to and an example to so many people, because even before I knew you was getting to 2020, that's wild to me. But even before that, it was like you're doing your thing, and there is so much more opportunity for skaters now. Do you know what I mean? Like across all platforms,
means,
across
yeah.
all, like, no matter
Because
what
with the
man just said
increased
bar
population-
mitzvahs, bruv. I didn't even know that was an option, bro. Like so
I have the
there's-
facilities for that. nigga.
yeah. There's so many like ways to do this, and to hear you have been skating for about 2 years and you are where you are, like literally, like you put in the work, you make sure you're passionate,
honestly, like,
and that's
I did
it.
so much in this past
in
2
5
years.
it's gonna be crazy for you.
It's gonna be wild.
I'm very intrigued, and I'm here to see your journey.
It's gonna be something, man.
Yeah, for sure. I can feel it.
I'm like, in this short period of time,
Yeah,
2 years. This past 2 years has felt like 10 years to me.
I can imagine.
Everything is just like, and with
And
track,
so
I
much
spent
in.
so much time to get to where
He
I
was.
get.
You've done it in
And,
2
like,
years here.
I feel like I've surpassed that in skating
Mm-hmm.
in a fraction of the time,
Yeah,
which is crazy to me. It still all feels so unreal that I get to do this and be here right now. The fact that strangers are like, stay with me. I'll give you my couch. I'll give you my room.
that's
Alex
amazing.
is letting me stay in her room.
That's so
How did you
amazing.
meet up with her? Like, what happened? How did that?
We didn't actually meet at Barcelona, but that's why she was okay with me staying, because she's like, okay, his energy alone. like,
Yeah.
I know this guy.
You've got a pure vibe, man.
Guy. And then she was just like, oh, I let her know I was coming to London. She's like, you need somewhere to stay. Because
Love that.
I planned on staying with Noelle. I stayed with her for the first bit,
Yeah,
and we did our workshop. And then I was just gonna couch hop.
yeah.
I was like, I'll sleep wherever I can. Like,
Yeah.
And so many people were offering that I'm just like, okay.
I know I'm gonna be
But
good.
She was like, oh, you can have my room. I was like, oh,
No, that's so nice.
I'll take a bed.
I love that though.
There's one rule though, no lady friends.
Yes, I mean that's a very reasonable
Yeah,
rule.
it's reasonable.
I
it's
mean,
reasonable.
considering it's not actually your room.
Yeah,
so-
I wouldn't feel comfortable clapping cheeks on her bed. It just wouldn't feel
But many man would. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, many man would
Many
take
man
that.
would
It was
just
like,
like,
what, while in Rome, innit? Man's hearing it. Like, babe,
Man's
be
hearing
quiet.
it. Shh, be quiet.
maybe on the
Yeah,
couch,
them
but
slow
not on the
ones, man.
bed.
Yeah. Boy, you got to do it.
I love that. All right. Rods, you got any questions, anything you want to ask? Anything I haven't covered?
So what is the scene like in Canada though? Like, I know, like you're saying that
I'd say budding. That's the word I'd use.
so,
Repeat.
yeah, so yeah, no. So what is the scene actually like in Canada? Because obviously you're saying like obviously you got like the rinks and stuff, like the
We
rink.
got
that,
one. We got one rink.
just one rink.
Well,
Okay.
another one is opening up, but we
Okay.
have one right now.
By the same company or different?
Different. And the one we have, they don't own the land or development, so the developers could come in and be like,
Take it.
"You're gone." So
Which is what happened to
so
Vauxhall.
it could be tomorrow, it could be 2 years from now, but it's not gonna last much longer, no matter what. You know,
How big is the rink?
and that's the thing where you guys are like, Flippers is bigger than what you guys are like normally have. I'd say it's bigger than Flippers.
Okay.
Not much bigger, but bigger. I don't like the floor though because it's concrete, but it's something.
Okay.
It's a coated concrete though. So
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
not like just raw concrete.
Yeah.
Raw dog in it.
But it's not as, you said it's not, basically it's not as popping. It's like getting there. You said developing, right?
Yeah, it's like I like to see the younger generation. Like I say younger, which is my generation. I feel like that's the thing. People treat me like an OG.
OG.
Yeah, I feel
yeah.
like you're an OG.
I feel like I.
But the
earned
work, it's because of the levels that you're at.
That you're-
in such a short period. And that's
you
like
have
that.
You have that.
That energy that I
Yeah.
put off. Is that like I've been in this, but I haven't really been in this. I just really respect and love skating.
Yeah.
And want to do right by it in every way,
Yeah.
shape, or form, and that resonates with people.
For sure.
Yeah.
OG, you don't get OG with time.
Yeah.
I know young OGs. I know old OGs. It's all about your mentality, what you are to the community and your community, and just how you represent yourself in skating.
Yeah,
100.
for sure. So,
100.
so now you've been in London and you've like met and you've seen and you've hanged out with certain people. Is there like certain, like, give me a London shout out. Like, who you feeling in the London skating scene? Like, who you looking at? Like, yo, I like him or I like her, or who's doing the.
CS was someone that Courtney.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah.
someone that
Yeah.
a lot of people were just like, yo, you have to meet
yeah,
him.
you
Like,
gotta meet
you gotta
him.
see
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
And like how people were talking about him,
Yeah.
that's how people talk about me. So
Yeah.
like I already know
no,
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
we're gonna hit it
Yeah,
off.
Courtney's
yo.
a bad boy, man.
Yeah, he is.
Me and Dev
Yeah.
have had a relationship for the longest time online.
Nice.
With all these people, it's just been like we're pen pals.
Yeah.
Yo, literally. We're DM pals. Like,
Yeah,
slid
yeah.
in each other's DMs and been talking for
Yeah.
a time, but never
Yeah.
actually met in real life.
Yeah.
So, like, tangibly seeing these people is it's really a happy moment for me. Roll True.
Yeah.
Roll True was one of the first UK skaters I connected with.
Okay.
And we've had a bromance for the longest
I love
time.
that guy, man.
We had a whole, like, rap beef that we did, and, like, it was just a whole, like, fun exchange.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we just click, like we get along really
Yeah.
well. Dev,
yeah.
Roll True, Storm Skate, Active,
Yeah,
Amy.
She
Yeah.
was one of the first UK skate, like literally my OG followers. From
Yeah,
the
she
UK.
was saying that she was like one
She
of the
shared,
first.
she shared some. I feel like that she's.
I think she
an
was the
She
integral
was
first.
part
I
of,
think-
she
yeah.
was part of your like
Yeah.
growth
part
as
of the
well.
reason why I'm known here, because
Yeah,
she would
yeah.
share my stuff,
Yeah.
and then people here got wind of me, and
Yeah,
then, like,
yeah.
it just spread like wildfire over
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's little sis,
And-
man.
I literally just had, there's so many names.
Nah, man.
The whole community, man.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
whole community.
But you know, you shouted out some of the some of the main ones, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Kai, of course.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't want to forget anyone.
The-
And then they're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
you didn't
you
say
didn't
you
say
didn't
me.
say my
Yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rubbish, man. Rubbish.
Nah, it's ain't
You're
personal,
washed.
man. It's not.
You're forgotten, man.
Nah, it's not personal.
Nah, but it's
man.
all love.
Yeah.
It's all love. All y'all. If I forgot you, I'm sorry.
It wasn't intentional.
It wasn't
essentially.
intentional.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going
A
on.
lot happening.
Because it's been
It's been an
occupied.
Flippers has
yeah,
flipped the
yeah,
whole thing upside
bro.
down,
Like, yeah,
man.
that's all. That's the only thing that everyone's talking about. Is
Yeah,
flippers.
literally. The past
Like,
The
week.
whole skate
the
community.
whole
It's
skate
not
community,
even
yeah.
just, it's the world.
Literally
Yeah.
everyone is
I
talking about
literally
it.
told, I was like, I walked up to the security guard and I was like, man, you know that you're the place to be right now for roller skating in the entire world? He's like, no. I'm like, well, you are.
Facts.
I think because as well, like we were saying in the car, like they've been quite smart about what they've done and how they've done this. I don't know how intentional it has been, but I feel like some things are gonna be, you know, when that link got linked and people wasn't meant to be there. I feel like that was a happy accident because a lot of people, because there was like a pre-opening. There was like a pre-one before the one that you guys came to. There's like a pre-one.
The soft launch.
Yeah,
family
yeah.
and friends one.
Yeah. Which kind of the link got out. And literally everybody, but that was was so wild.
Man's ordered 22 tickets, fam. I
People-
beg man stop ordering 22 tickets, bro. What I'm to you, look, bro.
was-
liberties.
It was wild. So from then,
Yeah.
it was people like, what is this? What is
Yeah.
this? And it was like, then the launch happened, and then the pre-launch, and then you had Usher, you had Dr. J, you had MJ, you had Mary J. Blige, you had flipping General Levy. It was just like, what the hell?
Straight into General Levy. I never thought.
Live.
Yo, best moment ever. Fuck that.
Live.
Best moment
And I
fucking
was like,
ever.
That thing I loved is seeing that for you guys.
Oh my God.
Because I know how much
Yeah.
I know how much that means to you guys.
Listen, yeah. I don't even get like, oh, snatch up, whatever. When it was like, General Levy, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Literally, I had shivers.
Yeah.
And
Mad.
he was like,
General
like
yeah.
live.
Mad.
Oh my
Mad.
God.
Mad.
That song, fam,
Yeah.
that song is like an anthem.
They
As
should
soon
have
as you
just
hear
said,
that
listen,
song,
It is
amateurs,
literally like an
come
anthem.
off the ting, bruv. Come off
Yeah.
the ting. Let's speed skates to this because, fam,
Basically.
like, what we doing? What we doing, bruv?
Yeah,
What we
was-
doing?
You're not
Everyone's standing around watching.
not
us,
chopping,
fam.
then you're
yeah,
damn
come off.
chopping.
If you're not chopping, come off, bruv. Because this is a moment in history right here, man.
literally a moment in history. It's
'Cause
wild.
I don't think honestly that's ever happened.
Never.
Kai, like seeing
Never.
Kai like explain it, he was just like, he gave Liberty a list of things. He's
Yeah.
like, what's your like,
What do you want? What do you need?
what's your sky blue? Like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
your
yeah,
moon?
yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
He gave her a list and she was like, he said like she basically just
Did the whole list.
blew it out the water.
Ratings.
And like, you know when you give someone a dream and you're like, okay,
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
get
I'm
might
saying
hit
this,
there.
but I'll get this, and I'll be
Yeah.
fine with this.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
He said this and
And
got
she-
that.
yeah.
And he's like,
Flipping
Because
that.
2 days, he was there 2 days in a
2
row, you know.
days in
See
a
the
row.
second
Not
day.
one.
Fam, chop day. Oh,
Man,
yo.
listen,
Yo.
he had a whole set.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, he's still
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Like,
Not
oh
just
my
one
thing.
song.
Like,
No.
fam,
No.
it was a whole set,
No.
bro.
Lot of mercy.
Oh my God, I'm telling you.
Mad.
That
Mad,
was
mad.
iconic. Like, literally iconic. If you weren't there, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And there was so
You know
many
what
people-
moment was crazy for me? K-Tronada.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love skating to K-Tronada. I
Yeah,
love his
yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah.
So to be able to skate to K-Tronada, playing K-Tronada,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm in London.
In
like,
London,
yeah,
on
yeah.
a Canadian
On a
floor.
Canadian
on a Canadian floor,
With the man them.
red lights.
Literally. Oh my days.
Mad.
That
Mad,
is so
mad.
crazy.
Best moment.
man.
Best. I think this has been one of the best weeks, skating weeks for me ever.
It's
Not
been-
gonna lie. Like,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
been an amazing week.
Yeah.
Amazing week.
Yeah, yeah.
Of my skate experiences, I said Spain was the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Mm-hmm.
This topped it.
Oh.
This topped it.
Where skate love you, Barca?
Wow.
Barca, man, I loved Barca.
Barca looked like a vibe.
Yeah, it looked like a
man.
vibe.
It was.
Yeah, it
Looked
looked
like a vibe.
And the structure of it, everyone was like the year before, it like exponentially increased.
Oh wow.
And so like I'm excited for next year.
I'm
And,
excited
like,
for next year.
a lot of people were like, "Oh, you don't need a ticket. Just skate at Badalona after it." Da, 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 da. Like, and all those people that didn't get a ticket were like pissed, looking sorry as hell at the gate, like a kitten in the pound. I want to get in.
I want to be there. Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm glad you had a great experience. Like you brought like amazing vibes, amazing energy. Like you brought like I said, like we were saying, like so much joy to like people. I am so happy that you've had an amazing time here. Because you've literally brought so much joy and like you bring joy anyway, as we said, like we keep saying
It's
it, but
easier for me to bring joy in places that my joy is so like accepted.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
yeah.
As I said, I'm a world giver, so I have like seemingly endless energy.
Yeah.
So I can give as much energy as I want.
Yeah.
But I don't give energy to a place that's not.
It's
gonna
not
reciprocated.
reciprocated.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
waste my energy.
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
I can go in a room, and no matter the size of the room, it could be a small room that we're doing a podcast in, or it could be an airport hangar size rink,
Yeah.
which exists.
Yeah.
And like I could just fill space with my energy.
Yeah.
And
It
being
was-
here, everywhere I've gone, Vauxhall, gone street skating, just a little bit with some people, and then like flippers. Obviously, I thrive in those situations.
It was so nice to see you.
thrive.
Every time I saw you, you was with someone else.
Someone else, yeah.
Every single time. And then even the times when you skated by yourself, I was with my friend D, and he's been skating back in the day. And I was like, do you know who that is? And he was like, yeah, here's me. Check me. And I was like, do you know who that is? And he was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. I was like, I literally want to skate like him. Not like him, but his energy, his vibe. Like, there's a thing what you do where you skate around and you jump on the edge and you kind of come. I was like, I'm gonna do that once I'm healed. I'm gonna start doing that because you're just like you're in your own thing.
I love using the space.
What's around you?
Yeah.
Use whatever you slide on the floor. Like skating is so much more than just skating.
Then rolling.
Like,
Yeah.
just rolling. Variate. Like I feel like I'm like, yo, 8 wheels don't have to be on the floor at all times.
Oh, yeah,
You
real
have
talk.
8 wheels doesn't mean you gotta use. You can use your edges. You can, you
yeah.
can jump on a wall. You can do
Yeah.
a backflip. I seen a skater in Houston do a 1 foot front flip.
Oh, sick.
So he has his foot, and he
he does
swings it.
it's like
and
a suicide
flips and
flip.
lands on 1 foot.
Yeah.
Like I've seen crazy shit that like you
It's mad.
most people can't even do on foot.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's possible.
Yeah.
So you gotta just
It's
broaden
liberating.
your
There's
horizons.
there's no boundaries.
Nah, there's not. And
All
that's
my
what I think
choppers
is
out
like-
there, it's okay to jam.
Real.
All my jammers
I
out
feel
there,
like
it's okay to chop.
I feel like you, Malik, and this whole flipping experience has opened up more people to the idea of jam skating.
Agreed.
And I love that I can, because I
Agreed.
feel like, especially with men,
I'm about to say that.
men don't like to,
Yeah.
like, we're not taught to
it's
be expressive.
It's a lot of hips in it. And
Yeah.
I feel like when I
When
watch men skate, especially when they're jam skating, I feel like they're afraid to open up their
There was a
hips.
moment.
yeah,
there was
yeah,
moments
yeah,
where
yeah.
I bent over and I was backpacking, and then guys are looking at me like, kind of lava, body fish, body crease. But I don't care. Like I don't care.
But the thing is, you're accepted for it.
Yeah.
So no one ain't saying like, "Oh, bro, what you did?" Like everyone's like, oh, "Okay, cool." Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it is needed. Like black men specifically, like the representation
Express yourself,
is you.
man. Express yourself.
Yeah.
Move to the music, man.
Yeah. Guys are literally afraid, but it literally is like even with Devin that like he's like training doing something like I'm like yeah man.
There was
like,
a
do
moment
some
with
jam.
Dev. Me and Dev had a moment in Spain. I grabbed his hands and we were doing what we did yesterday, and the day before. I gave him a few tips with that, and we flowed together. I've seen it on his face.
Yeah, he
He's
lit up.
so happy, and he felt it. And I'm like, go take that and give that.
And
to
he's
other
been
people.
doing that.
He's been doing
And
it.
he's been doing that. I
He's
was
been
like, where did
grabbing
this came
people.
from?
And he got good at it.
Yeah,
quick. And I was
literally.
like, yeah.
And he's been doing it with other guys,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Chan and that. I was
Guys,
like,
we can hold hands. It's not gay.
literally.
It's
I
not
saw-
weird.
I saw it on
It's
Thursday.
only
I
as
was like,
weird as you make it. Literally.
yeah, literally. I saw it on Thursday. I was like, yes, Dev. Like, I don't know where this came from. Clearly you. But I was like, this, yes, I'm all for this. And it's two big, tall black guys.
Yeah.
Ratings.
But I've always
Ratings.
fucked with Dev. I always
Yeah.
Dev comes like Dev is such a he's a polite human being,
Genuine.
and he always every time like before even like you're right, shook my hand, and I'm just like, what, go on for this, what? Like, but yeah, he's always been that way, always been that way, and I think that's a credit to. Like how he was raised, like like his parents or his sisters or his brothers or whoever, his nan, whoever it is.
Someone did something
Yeah,
right.
someone done
Yeah.
something right.
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
done
yeah.
something right, and he should they should just be proud of him. Like, and he's a
I'm
genuine,
proud- I'm proud
he's a
of
genuine fucking
him.
human
I'm
being.
Yeah.
Really
Definitely.
proud of Kai. Kai, I told him, chill. Cause I'm like, your bald spot got a millimeter longer in radius over this time because you can see how stressed he was.
Yeah.
Because you want everything to go
To make
perfect.
sure,
man,
of
it's
course.
inevitable,
And
man.
you
It's
want
definitely right.
want the dream to be
Yeah.
what in your head,
Yeah.
put out there.
I hope
I for people to love it.
I hope-
Which we'd have.
the expectation that he had for it, he's
met.
he's met it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
think he's
Yeah.
Because it's even I said to him yesterday. I said to him as I was leaving. I was like, "Thank you." He went,
Yeah.
I said, "No, bro, thanks."
Thanks.
I didn't know we needed
We
this.
didn't, yeah.
But
Now
me,
I can't
now
imagine-
me being here
Now
for the
it's
Now I
fifth
can't
day in a
imagine
row,
my life without it.
Now me being here for the 5th day in a row, I can't imagine like what, bro.
You got a
like,
streak going on.
Like bro, I might be here tomorrow. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, and just thank you,
I'm
bro.
still
Yeah.
considering going tonight.
Yeah, so am I. And and it finished at 10, so I'm trying to say, let's wrap this up. And let's go now. You see what I'm saying? Like, because it's just an amazing thing, man. Like,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
it's beautiful that we have something, and where it is as well, like, it's just,
Having something
Accessible.
like, so accessible. People are like, oh, it's far, it's half an hour. I'm like, that's
Nah.
far. I drive 45 minutes every day.
Yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
and back to get to the, and that's driving. If I was to take a bus, it would take like 2 hours.
2 hours.
ouch.
Madness.
Ouch. You
But
see
like-
what I'm saying?
To have that,
Yeah.
have access to that, have access to Kai, have access to Liberty.
Yeah.
Have access to a rink that's
Yeah.
unlike any rink
Yeah,
in the world.
specifically made.
It's beautiful.
There's
and
no
it's
rink,
beautiful,
There's
man.
no
like,
rink like it in the
nah,
world.
There isn't.
nah. It's
I'm convinced of
beautiful.
it. I want someone to prove me otherwise. Because if there
Yeah.
is, I'll
Beautiful.
go there.
Yeah, we need to go there.
Yeah, it's
If
But
it is.
until then, I don't think there's anything like it in the world.
I don't think so.
What
not
they
indoors.
did-
Not
I've
in-
seen
it's
one.
just-
I've seen one that Usher was at one time on Instagram, and it had palm trees and this thing in the middle, but it was outside.
Oh, I think that might have been, wasn't that the New York one?
I don't know. No, but there was
Something else.
I don't know. It might have. No, but it
Oh,
was.
They had a
Disco
pop-up.
Ace? Was it Disco Ace?
I'm not too sure, but all of that was outdoors. But the DJ bit was in the middle, and you had
Yeah,
these big
Disco
palm
Ace.
trees.
It was fun thing about Disco Aces. They wanted me,
Swear.
but I couldn't do it because I don't have a work permit. So
Okay.
they reached out to me. They were like, "Oh, we love your stuff."
Where are
And
they? Where are they?
They're in. Well, they did one in Cali
Mm-hmm.
the year before, and then this year was New York,
Okay.
and then they pop up different places.
Yeah, I saw the
around
pop up
here.
thing, New York.
So
yeah,
next
yeah.
summer they're gonna be somewhere else. I don't know
That
where,
look-
but
yeah,
It
that
looks
look
sick.
beautiful,
It's a
yeah.
pop up though, isn't it?
New
It's
York
like
had
different.
flippers and Disco Aces at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah. I saw that. That was wow.
I think we need to take a trip out to New York, man.
We do. We need to go,
Then go
do a little
Go Canada and
USA
just
there.
I feel
It's
like
close.
I feel like we need to organize a UK US tour type of situation and
Yeah.
just hit up Canada,
Hit
LA,
up stuff in
just,
that area.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
hit up everywhere as much as possible.
There's
man.
a lot of
Do
rinks
an
in the States, so
itinerary
there's
and
a
then
lot
just-
of
There's a lot of
options.
skates, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
even
like
Atlanta,
Houston.
man. Like,
I was
yeah.
in Houston. There's 4 rinks,
Oh wow.
and they all have different adult nights. And
Okay.
adult nights it's basically a term for black nights.
Oh, okay.
That's what they use like during segregation and all that stuff. Like, and so
I thought there was
you'll
skating
learn
around
a
naked.
lot of this. You can learn in a documentary called United Skates. Have you seen it?
Okay, no.
Is that on Netflix or something?
It's not on Netflix. I think it was on Amazon, but you can
Okay,
you
we'll
can
Google
definitely
it.
find it.
Google
So
it.
I can
Yeah.
always find it and send you a link.
Yeah,
or
Yeah, that'd be
something.
awesome.
But I became that's the thing. I became a student of this. Like with track, my coach always said you gotta eat, sleep, breathe, and shit.
Yeah.
This like
Yeah.
this has to be your everything.
Yeah.
And that's something that skating has become to me easily. Like
Yeah.
I want to watch documentaries.
Yeah.
I want to watch. I want to learn from OGs. I want to hear OGs tell their stories
Yeah.
of this rink back in the day
Yeah,
doing that
yeah,
with seeing this celebrity. Like I love that shit. Like,
Yeah.
it makes me happy, and the fact that a lot of them are saying this is another golden age of roller skating.
Yeah, it is.
Because it truly, I really think
It
this
really
is
is.
making up to be another golden age of skating.
100.
This
We're in
is
it.
this year or this version of skating is going to be talked about for a long fucking time.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
Like
yeah.
you're gonna say your kids, yo, son, yo,
Yeah.
Kobe, yeah,
Everyone
Kobe,
wearing
Kobe, yeah,
masks?
yeah,
I was
yeah.
wearing skates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like this is the year. Like my
gonna-
daughter, she skates. Like
Yeah.
my friends' kids, they skate, and like you've come down flippers. This whole thing has just been the maddest year.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one to everyone's gonna
I'm
fucking
so
remember.
excited to see what flippers
What
does
happens
Become-
next?
yeah.
Because I'm like, how do you talk?
Hop that.
Yeah. How do you
yeah.
maintain this?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
the-
But I feel
the
like
maintenance of
they
it.
they can, because as long as the skaters support
Liberty
the
is so
skaters,
well connected.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
long
And
as
she
the
has the resources.
Yeah.
That's what every skater talks about. Like, oh,
If only
we
you
need a
had
rich
this.
person,
Yeah.
like, we
And
need
that's what it
some-
is. You need someone that's got
She's
resources
not
to do
only
it.
rich, she's rich and well known.
And connected. Yeah.
And she has a passion for this. Like
Yeah.
she literally, I can see how much she loves what she's doing in the details.
Yeah. Literally, it is in the details.
It's in the details. You can feel it when you enter the space. You're like, there was a lot of planning and love and like consideration that went into this. I was talking to Reggie Brown yesterday, and he was like, she consulted a lot of skaters
Yeah.
on like what to do and
You could tell she
Kai
did.
and like
You could tell she did.
She wanted to do right by the community.
Yeah.
And another thing I love seeing is all the skaters that are employed.
Yeah. We've been talking about
that
that.
was
Walk
my
in there
biggest
and
thing.
see
That
all
was-
the man
That
them-
was my
Yeah.
biggest
See all the
thing,
man
yeah.
them working at the skate desk.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
Yeah.
the
so.
shop at
Yeah.
the
It
thing,
was
Yeah.
so
at skate
so
mates.
sick.
Seeing even the DJs are
Yeah,
skaters.
yeah. It was so sick that they went in on like, I think it was like last week,
day.
Wednesday or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, like everybody's a skater. like
everyone works there.
as skaters in like now skating now. Like I just started skating a year ago.
And
I just started taking years
how
ago.
lovely is that to have a full-time job?
Yeah, where you get to skate.
Skating.
Yeah. It's
Like,
amazing.
Yeah, like going to the gift shop, so to speak, or the where you can
The
buy the
merch-
hoodies
the
and
merch
stuff.
bit.
Like seeing Trey in there and Stacey and Kim,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, no, hold, what you don't. I hugged Will. I was like, yo, do you know what? This is. Then I got upstairs. I see Courtney in the ring. I'm like, bro, you're here. Captain's in. I'm like, no, do you know what? This is the dopest thing I've ever fucking seen. And I'm so.
They could have easily just hired
whoever.
Yeah,
hired
just
whoever they wanted.
Yeah.
But they hired skaters.
It was
That's
sick.
important,
Sense.
man. That's important.
Makes sense.
Because it's funneling back into the
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
And that alone will elevate the experience for
100%.
everyone. Because having a
100%.
bunch of skaters as skate mates.
Skate mates,
Yeah.
Everyone that skates there,
Yeah.
when they need tips and da-da-da-da.
Yeah. You know, because I'm a
It's on
skater.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I know you, and you know me. And it's like,
And they're on point. They're on point.
They are literally
point.
on job.
They were
Like,
They are literally on
like
job.
they're meant to be only 4 marshals on at a time. Like they're proper.
Yeah.
Like there's 4 cool.
Yeah.
Well,
The
cool,
moment
yeah.
I would see them and like I'd be talking or skating with one of them, the moment they see something in the
something,
corner,
They're like,
I'd
sorry,
be
yeah,
they're like,
I gotta
sorry,
go.
yep.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
go.
Courtney said, bro,
Yeah,
I love you, but
sorry.
I'm out. I'm like,
I
bro,
gotta
go make that money, bro,
Yeah,
man. I'll
yeah.
talk to you another day. It's cool. You
It's
see what I'm
beautiful. It's
saying?
beautiful.
It's so on point. It's
I
so
really
on
cried.
point. All right. We can talk here all day.
I can talk.
I can talk all day as well.
I can talk. I have a lot to talk about, so I can talk. Trust me. I don't have any problem filling the space with words in my voice. But I don't want to take too much of everyone's
I
time.
feel like we could literally sit here for 3 hours.
For sure, easily.
And literally
Easily.
just
That's
literally
3
chat.
hours. 6.
It's like-
I'm joking.
Before we wrap, is it like I did already ask already, but is there anything you haven't said that you want to say? Anyone you want to big up that you haven't bigged up? Anything you want to future forecast? I mean, like in 2 years, I'm gonna come back and do or whatever. Is there anything you want to?
I don't know when, but I will definitely be back. Like,
Yeah, you better come back.
I'm working on something with Liberty. Like I have some ideas, and like,
Nice,
I personally want to host a party here.
sick.
Oh, yo, please.
Sick.
And what I want it to be,
Please.
the lights stay red. Everyone
whole
wearing
time.
all red.
Everyone's like,
a red
red on red on red on
And
red.
then there's gonna be segments where it's like a red light district. There'll be calls where it's like
Oh my god.
backpacking only,
Oh my god.
dipping only, and then everyone just shows out and like.
Yeah.
Can you give
Definitely
us?
gonna be I'm a piano music.
Can
There's
you-
definitely gonna be some dance hall, some reggae.
Oh my
There's gonna be
gosh.
segments of hip hop and funk.
Love this.
And like I do one of those in San Diego. Long story short, I started that in San Diego.
oh, sick.
So it's like one of the outdoor rinks out there. She reached out and said she wanted to collab. I'm like, let's do a party.
Dope.
Sold out in less than 24 hours,
Dope.
and people were raving about it. And people were acting like they've never been to a skate party before, but they've been to skate parties. But they were like,
Not like
there
that.
was something
Like this, yeah,
different,
different.
just having you there.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the moment that I realized my energy is an asset, and I have to protect it with my life.
100.
Because like I do things for people to the point where like people are addicted to my energy, and I can't help but give it.
Yeah.
But some people just don't know how to handle it. Literally, I'll give them so much, and I know Alex. She's already sad. She's like, this past week has been like so good. I'm gonna miss you. Like,
Yeah,
and I'm
I
like,
bet.
I know. I'm sorry.
Bet.
It's a double-edged sword because then it's
Yeah.
so good, but it's just like when you don't have it or when I leave, it's so sad for both people. It's me too. Like I'm gonna be sad because this was such an enriching experience.
It's special. We're gonna be saying like, remember the year when Flippers opened and Rouge came down, and like, that's gonna be like, remember that was like,
the fact that Usher's in the building,
was
Bishop,
wild.
Lowe, General
Bishop,
Levy, and
yeah.
people are like, can I get a picture?
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
With
But
me, like
not Usher. Me.
Usher just went by. Just
Yeah.
you sure you're not mistaking me for Usher? Like
levels. Like it's been a joy to like talk to you, be around you, see you skate. Didn't get to skate with you, but see you skate. I think it's been incredible. Like
may the quad gods bless your legs. I pray for healing. I pray for
thank you.
multiplication. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Oh Lord, hallelujah.
It's been awesome. Thank you for being exactly who you are, in where you are right now.
Thank you for saying that.
And
Thank you for
yeah, like
existing.
honestly, thank you, man.
Thank
honestly,
you for switching up your hair, like changing clothes. Like, who does that?
I do that.
She does.
I was like, wasn't it pink
She does,
yesterday?
Yeah,
Wasn't it blonde the day before?
she knew what she was doing.
You just wake up, diet.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna wear it today.
What
I'm
am I
wearing
dying
yellow?
today?
Okay. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. Like, this is literally a moment in history. So thank you. You know what? I used to have my hair red.
One time for me.
All right, when you come back,
The red party.
When you come back,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it red.
Red.
I'm gonna.
The red party.
It's here. If we put it in, it's here.
It's documented.
It's documented.
You got proof.
Anything you want to say? Anything Rodney want to say?
No, it's just been a pleasure having you here, man. Like, the scene appreciate it, the London scene, the skaters, like, everyone was just happy to have you here, man. And I'm hoping that it lived up to your expectation and you
It exceeded my expectations.
And you just had a whale of a time, man.
I definitely did. I definitely had a whale of a time.
Anything you want to say?
Love. That's it. I'm not calling it London, it's Lovedon.
Loved it.
Loved
I love them. You see me.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys that was listening. We have been Skate Mates. This has been Choppin It Up, and this has been Rollerouge.
Check out my social media. Stay tuned for what I got in store. I don't know what I got in store, but something is in store. 'Cause something's always in store. I just keep rolling, and things happen.
Love
So
it.
watch the things happen.
Thank you.
Cut.
Past, present, future, rolling to the London sea.
Cut. All right.
Thank you
Fuck
so
you
much,
guys.
man.
Just switch up completely.
Thank you, man. So